Hello, Seattle condo owners. This is Emily Cressey, Realtor, and I'm going to be taking you through what's happening in the condominium market in Seattle, King County, and Snohomish County right now. It's better news than you might think. We are actually doing better on many counts than the housing market with single family homes right now, which is quite unusual for the area, but good to know, especially if you're looking at making a buying or selling decision this year. Median home prices are up between 4 and almost 6% in Snohomish County. So it was interesting to see how that impacts affordability and the condo market compared to the homes market. Looking at new listings and how many properties are coming onto the market, we are seeing a really big increase over the first couple months here of spring. Again, spring is typically when we do see that increase, but it seems like it has gone up more sharply. We're seeing more inventory than we have in the past couple of years, which is a great sign because of this idea that people have been locked in by their interest rate and haven't been wanting to sell for the last couple of years. It looks like now people are, in fact, wanting to sell. And as it goes, we have a fair amount of inventory on the market. We have more inventory now than we did at the same time last year by 50, 60, 70%. So that means that while people are wanting to sell, they're putting their homes on the market. We don't have as many buyers chewing through that inventory like we would have before. So there are more listings to choose from, which is good for buyers, favors buyers, and there is more competition for those buyers. So it's not as great for sellers. You're competing against other homes. Yours has to look good and be priced correctly. Pending sales are homes under contract. Closed sales are homes that have actually had the ownership transfer. So pending sales is really an early indicator of closed sales. And we do see here in the condo market that we are up year over year, and a lot of transactions are taking place already early in the year, which is a good sign for the rest of the season. Similarly, closed sales are also up. And if we look at days on market, that has fallen during that January time period. Closings in January would have gone under contract in December. We had just had the election. We were coming up to the inauguration. There were actually not as many transactions going on then. Again, people were frozen. They were fearful. And so we had the largest off-season rise in days on market. Days on market is how long it takes to sell a home. So people just were not buying as much during that time. They were going to wait and see. And so now that it's January, this is actually February data. So that closings took place the month earlier. But we're seeing that start to come back down as we would expect for this time of year, but still a little longer than we've seen in months past. Last January in King County, 12 days, Seattle 13 days on market was average. And now in King County, we're seeing 13 days, 24 days in Seattle. So things are taking a little bit longer to sell, which again could be a reflection of more homes on the market to choose from. Buyers can take their time and be a little bit more picky. They're not having to rush into a multiple offer situation to buy a home, at least in the condominium market here in Seattle. Months of supply is an indication of if we stopped selling now and we just started buying only the existing homes that are on the market, how long would it take until we were sold out of property? And so typically the smaller this is, we chew through that inventory really fast. Small numbers favor sellers. Larger numbers favor buyers in that there are more to choose from and that buyers can typically negotiate more aggressively. So we have a little bit more inventory relative to the number of buyers on the market. Price per square foot is holding relatively flat, although it has come down a little bit since last fall and last spring. Again, reflecting more inventory on the market. Now, here's the question: if you're listing your home for sale, how long does it take to actually sell your home? And the good news is that this is still a relatively low figure. 7, 8, 9 showings should be all that it takes to get your property sold. I just sold a condo in Kenmore where we had it sold on the 10th showing. And it came in a little bit less than the owners were hoping for, but we knew based on our metrics that we should have had an offer by now, and we hadn't had one, indicating maybe we were priced a little high, and so it made sense to negotiate with that buyer. So what we're seeing overall in the Seattle condo market right now is that there is a stronger market in condominiums than in houses, which is unusual, but we're pinpointing that to affordability issues. We are still seeing homes sell quickly, but we're seeing a little bit faster buildup of inventory than we see buyers taking those homes off the market. So it looks like we're in a bit of a softening market. Buyers will have a little bit more negotiating leverage, and sellers, again, when you're putting your property on the market, it needs to be cleaned, staged, presented effectively, and priced correctly. Thanks so much for watching. And if you'd like more information, please feel free to check our show notes. We've got a link to all of the data that we report on housing markets every month, and we would love to have you subscribe to our newsletter so you can keep on top of that. All right, I'll see you on the next video.